Alfred and I got married 11 years ago, and back then I had a very different idea for my wedding bouquet. But if I were to create my wedding bouquet now, it would definitely involve a lot of different white flowers, such as this bunch, plus another element that has been so much part of our lives right now. And I think you know what it is. Succulents have been a major part of our lives since we got introduced to it. We're so in awe of it. We actually have a business that revolves around it. And if I were to recreate my wedding bouquet, it will definitely include succulents. Of course, they don't have long stems such as the flowers, but we have to create artificial stems for them with the use of floral wire and floral tape. And if you're not familiar on how to do that, and if you want to DIY your wedding bouquet, we actually have a video specifically instructing how to create the artificial stem. I'm going to put a link here for that. But of course, I'll tell you what the things that I will use: secateurs or scissors, floral wire, floral tape, some elastic bands, and I'm going to tell you what this is for, some jute strings to wrap the stems, or you could also use white ribbon if you prefer to. Now, even before I start putting together my bouquet, I will tie together some elastic bands such as this, and I'll show you later what this is for. The first step before starting your bouquet is to actually remove some unwanted leaves. So it is advisable to do that part even before you build your bouquet. Now, I have chosen this one as my focal point of the bouquet, and I'm gonna build my succulents around it. Now, in terms of shape, I'm actually working on like a dome shape, and it's best to keep that in mind as you put these elements together so that you will follow the shape that you want. It's easy to get swayed from it as you put these things together, but for me, dome shape is what I wanted. So there's really no right or wrong way to do it, but if you'd like to, you could follow some guidelines. And say, for example, in terms of quantity, I'm putting like a single rose in here, but maybe for other flowers such as carnation, I'm going to put a bundle of 3, which is usually a common guideline for florists. Either you work with quantity of 1 or you work with a bundle of 3. And since I'm working on 2 colors, which is white and different shades of green, I am actually adding some other elements to it as well, just to give a little bit more character. I'm adding some taller succulents such as this, bringing height and adding character. Especially these are cute succulents, and it kind of protrudes out, which adds into the fun. I am also using different varieties of succulents. So I have here some ioniums, I have some crassulas, and that fact alone that I'm using different varieties add in to creating a different look for my succulents, for my wedding bouquet. So now that I'm just trying to test the shape, I'm actually quite happy with the upper part, so I'm going to work on the side part as well of the bouquet. I have to remind you that using succulents in your bouquet means that they're actually heavier than just a bouquet just full of flowers. So bear that in mind. You really have to hold them nicely, and you will feel the weight after. So now I'm trying to bundle them. I'm quite happy with how I put them together. So I'm going to use the elastic to hold them all together. There are different ways of tying them. Either you tie the ends of the elastic, or you can just kind of shoot one end to a stem, wrap them around, and shoot the other end to another stem or to the same stem just to lock it. So whatever works best for you, you can do so, because at the end of the day, this would all be hidden with our floral wires. But the important and the key thing is to make sure that they're bundled properly. Now from here, you can still adjust them, because sometimes it might not follow the height that you wanted after tying them with your elastic, and feel free to still adjust them. Now to hide the elements, I'm actually adding in some leaves here, but I'm adding a special something too, which would be this trailing string of pearls. Alfred prepared this for me. So what he did was to attach the string of pearls to curved floral wires, so they have this kind of nice trailing flow into it. And yeah, I'm so excited, I'm so happy to actually use this string of pearls, because they're really one of my favorite succulents, and they kind of give a different look, a really great look into the bouquet. So I'm just measuring here how much portion will I be cutting from the stems. The key is to ensure that you'll be able to hold the bouquet with two hands, and then from there you can cut the ends. And there might be some extra leaves, so you can just do a bit of cleanup. And once we have bundled them nicely, we are now going to use some floral wires to wrap around them. This actually covers the stems, covers the elastic, and the way to work around it is as you stretch them, it activates the adhesive, and then you can wrap the floral tape around the stem. Now just be careful when you're doing this, especially if you have hanging string of pearls, because sometimes the pearls are very delicate and they can easily fall off. Now that I have wrapped everything with a floral tape, I'm also using this jute string to wrap around it, just to give it a more natural look. If you prefer to, you could also use ribbons. You could use the ribbon that matches your wedding color theme, or a white or a off-white would be a good thing as well. So now this is the finished product. I'm so happy with how it looks. To me, it looks magnificent, it looks perfect. And as you know, the good thing about wedding bouquet with succulents is that after the wedding, you can remove the succulents and plant them. This also comes with a very beautiful wedding boutonnieres, which Alfred usually does for the grooms, but that is on another day. We might feature this in another video too. Let us know if you'd like to see that. But for now, I'm happy with how this bouquet looks like, and I'll be happy to walk down the aisle again with this bouquet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to our channel, or you could also follow us on our other social media pages. Thank you so much guys for watching, and have a good day. Bye for now.